everybody. Today we have with us the super talented Mrunal Thakur. She made her debut into Bollywood with a highly acclaimed film, Super 30 with Hrithik Roshan, and then there was no looking back. She has several big releases lined up for this year with Tufan with Farhan Akhtar just round the corner, and then Jersey with Shahid towards the year end. You've done some digital OTT shows as well. How's that been? Because that is what is exploding these days.
Yeah, who knew that COVID is going to hit and we will not be able to leave our homes and go to the theater and watch stuff? Thanks to the OTT platform, which is like a blessing in disguise. If you ask me, Tufan is a OTT film. When we were making the film, we never thought that it's going to be an OTT project, but it's my debut on Amazon Prime, and I'm really looking forward. Isn't that a blessing in disguise?
Absolutely. That's true. That's true.
So yeah, to begin with the ghost stories, then now Tufan coming up, I'm really excited.
And how did your stint with acting begin? What were you always wanting to be an actor, or what was it that actually got you into this line?
No, I always wanted to be a dentist. In fact, I had no plans of getting into acting.
Okay.
I wanted to be a dentist. I wanted to have a clinic and just settle down, that was my initial plan. But
Right.
some down the line, I felt like there is this artist in me, just didn't know what and how. And in those days, Lola Kutti was really like popular, MTV days. So in college, she used to come and host these programs, and it used to make me like, oh, if she can do it, maybe, I at least want to be I want to be standing in front of camera. Then I decided, let's go for Bachelor of Mass Media, get get into mass media, because I remember I was, as a child, I was always glued to TV. We used to watch news also. Like, imagine kids who don't like watching news. We would be like, जो नहीं है वो भी देखना है. Sahyadri Vahini par there used to be a show called Amchi Mati Amchi Mansa. I used to watch that also.
Wow.
I was very glued to TV, and I knew that there was some connection between me and the camera. So when I got into Bachelor of Mass Media, that's when I felt like, let's be a journalist. You know, at least I'll get to be in front of the camera and report the news. Because you ask me, my friends, they all call me Enthu Cutlet because I'm very enthusiastic. So I would have a lot of questions. So my friends were like, you could be a good journalist. So that was on my mind. And by the time I finished my graduation, I heard there was an audition happening. And my friend said, hey, you know what? You should try now so that in 3 years you get something. But I went there and I just got that thing, got that particular project because it was about mother and I was staying away from mom. So it came from the heart. And I was very confident. So that I remember that one specific audition, my first audition in life, which was about mother, it just came naturally to me. And that's the point. That day I decided that this is something that I want to do. Sure, at the age of 17, that I want to feature in a movie or on a television show, as long as is constant, I would like to do this.
Wow, that's great. And I love the use of your word Enthu Cutlet because that's one of my favorite words. So tell me, when you first came to the acting industry, how did you feel? Excited, ambitious, nervous? What was your first feelings when you faced the camera? I mean, I think you've said it was excitement and like confidence, but describe it for us.
It was new to me. I did not know why these guys are shooting the same line over and over again. And I was like, what is going on, guys? That's when my co-actor told me that there is something called OS, over the shoulder, wide shot, close shot, mid shot. And then I went home and I told my mother that, Mom, they shoot the same scene which you watch for 2 minutes. We shoot it for around 3 to 4 hours. Then the amount of mehnat that goes in and getting used to that mic on your body, and it's attached, you can't really like talk because I am a very talkative person. So I have to be like, make sure that, so in sleep, when I used to be tired coming out home from a television set, I used to talk to my mom. And if I was complaining about something, I'd be like, Mom, 1 second, let me check the mic. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm home. You know? So it was very overwhelming to wear so much makeup and hair, letting someone touch yourself. It was like a new feeling. Not just that, but there were few rejections. There were few episodes जहाँ पे बेइज्जती होती है वहीं पे इज्जत मिलती है. बेइज्जती होना भी जरूरी है. तो बहुत बेइज्जती हुई. But I took it अच्छे से. I always made sure that जिस चीज के लिए मेरी बेइज्जती हुई उस चीज को मैं better करूँ. Be it, I remember one of my I think she was a producer, and she mentioned that कौन गांव से लेके आए, she can't even stand, she can't even pose. And
that must have been pretty.
it was, but listen, she was right. She did not say anything wrong. She was right. And I just accepted कि हाँ सही कह रही है बंदी. I need to work on myself. And that's when I started working on myself. I realized that if I am an actor, if I want to be an actor, I have to make sure that my skills are perfect. Not perfect, at least close to good. I should be able to communicate. I should be able to pose. I should be able to love my job, because unless and until you don't love your job, you will not get what you want to achieve.
That's amazing that you say that you're able to take so much and, march forward. That is amazing. A lot of people would not be able to do that. So kudos to you. You've really done really well.
Parinita.
Tell me, who did you grow up watching? Who was the person who inspired you to get into acting, besides the newsreaders?
Well, Madhuri Dixit, for sure. I'm a big Madhuri fan. She's the queen of expressions. The way she would express with her eyes. And I remember this, I'm sure every girl who wants to be an actor must have done this. Gone in the bathroom, picked up a toothpaste, or, like a shampoo bottle, and just like pretended to act. And I'm very fond of music. So, and at that time, Chocolate Ice Cream, that song was my favorite. So I would just go in the bathroom and just try to imitate Madhuri ma'am and her expressions. I think there's a lot that I've learned from her. I think the reason why I'm so expressive is because she's just so natural. She's so natural. She's so effortless. She doesn't really think about where her eyebrows are or what her facial expression is going to be. She's just this graceful lady who goes with the flow. So I wish I was like 10% of what Madhuri ma'am is.
You're doing very well, of course, but Madhuri is a different story altogether. But
yeah, Madhuri, yeah.
So you'll get there soon. So tell me, what is your criteria for agreeing to do a project?
My criteria is that I should feel the character. I should feel the part. It doesn't really matter how easy or how difficult it is. Difficult, it is the better. Difficult, the better. But if I'm not able to connect with the part, then there's no point me playing that character, because on the the audience is going to be like, okay, she seems, and audience are very smart. They know, they're very smart. They know what this character is feeling, if she's hesitant or not. And the moment, for example, there was a film that was offered to me, and in that the girl had to be really, really sexy, and she had to be somebody who is very, a mysterious woman who would just like, there's so much mystery in her eyes. But at that point of time, I didn't know what that character means. When you experience when you meet a lot of people, you draw things from each other, and you be like, okay, wow, this is what that character meant. Like, I try to find these the characteristics in the real life, whoever I meet, people I meet. And it's very interesting, it's really, really interesting. So I believe that today I need to be a part of a project where I feel it. It doesn't really matter how difficult it is. If it is difficult, the better. Because easy to sab koi kar lete hai. Difficult, jitna I want to get out of my comfort zone and make sure that I give my 100%.
Okay, that's good. And well, like I said, you have been doing a brilliant job of it. So tell me, what is one piece of advice that you were once given and you just hung on to it and you want to always follow it?
That piece of advice has really helped me. Remember why you started.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because most of the time people, they forget why they started. They quit if they are not able to achieve. Right. They quit if there is failure. They quit if there is rejection. But I always told myself, this is why I started. I wanted to achieve this. I wanted to create a legacy. I wanted to be I want to make history, you know. I just don't want to be a part of movies which would come in the theaters, go and be like, whatever. I want to be a part of movies which can be studied by the coming generation and appreciate the work. And should just say that no one other than Mrinal could do this role.
Wow, that's a great one. That's really nice. So tell me one fact about you that no one else knows about, except for the Entu cutlet part.
I'm very good at breaking the ice. Like, people usually, like, when they meet me, they always feel like, oh, she comes across as a very, like, a calm, may have attitude issues, or maybe an egoistic person. But when I first meet them, I will like, oh, I meet them as if I know them for years. So I'm very good at breaking ice and making them feel comfortable. So and I'm very childish, yeah. People say that, oh, Mrinal, you're so mature, you're so, like, you are always like poised and sitting like a lady. And I'm like, oh God, you should see me when I'm not shooting. Like I mentioned, not just I'm an Enthu cutlet, but I'm a child. Like, you would just see me rolling on the floor, and people will be like, "Ye kya kar rahi hai?" And I'm like, please don't judge me, but this is how I am.
No, but that's really good. Huh? That's really interesting that you should always keep the child in you alive. They always say that. That's what. So, what is Mrunal when not on screen?
Very caring, like overprotective, like a mother. And everyone is like, if, for example, if I'm traveling and if my, like, say my sister forgets to get something, I was like, oh, I knew you would not get it, so I got it. So she's like, I know you, you know. I'm very protective. I'm very homely. Like, I'm a very home person. I like going out, but not that much. I prefer spending time at home. I love reading. I enjoy watching films, and there are times where I end up watching two to three movies in one row. I just binge watch, and my friends still are surprised that how come my eyes are so
Yeah.
same. They're safe. How come you don't have, all this problem? The amount of TV I watch. This is a patent dialogue in our house. My mother will be like, "TV kam dekha karo, aankheं kharab ho jayegi."
That is, I think, everybody's house. That is.
But I think that's my life. I mean, I just enjoy watching movies so much. I love watching movies of different languages. So today I would just wake up and I'm like, today I feel French. Let me watch something that's French. Or today, let me watch something that's Punjabi, or let me watch something that's Tamil or Telugu. So I'm that kind of person.
Right. So lockdown must have been quite a boon for you, no? Nothing to do but watch movies and
The amount of stuff that I have seen, it's insane. It's incredible. I have discovered few shows like, there's a show which I'm really big fond of. It's called Unorthodox. Shira Haas is in it, and she is a fabulous actress. Something that I was like, oh my god, this thing, the culture, the Jewish culture. I mean, I didn't know it exists in New York, in a city like New York. That was kind of an exploration. I explored a couple of singers which are not as celebrated as they should be, as they deserve to. Like Maverick Sabre, he's one of my favorite, and what a fabulous music, what a fabulous performer he is.
wow. And tell us something. I mean, you have a lot of fan following. Tell us something. What is the craziest thing a fan has done for you?
Well, I remember I was traveling, and this girl, so she was so scared of reaching out to me, and she just did not know how to approach me. So from Mumbai airport till we landed in LA, she was literally like pacing up and down, and she almost stood next to me, and she approached me. She couldn't. And then later, while we landed, I asked her that, hey, you okay? She's like, you know what? I loved watching Love Sonia. And then she just blurted out. And in that brief period, I felt like I was a little awkward because I don't know what's going on in this little girl's head. Uh, but that anxiety, that good nervousness, I could feel, and I was really overwhelmed. That, oh my god, now I have fans also. That was one thing, because I was traveling and she was not Indian, and she's not seen any of the work that I've done except Love Sonia, which was like a biggest achievement for me. So I was very overwhelmed that people have watched Love Sonia and they are appreciating my work. And I do have a fan outside India. So that really made me feel happy.
That's awesome. So tell us, who is your celebrity crush other than Madhuri?
Oh my God. I always crush. I'm really fond of Karina. I adore her. I love her confidence and the way she carries herself. And in guys, if you ask me, it's a long list.
Tell us the top three.
Okay, so we have obviously Hrithik Roshan,
I think he's everybody's celebrity crush.
everybody's celebrity crush, yeah. Then I have Aditya Roy Kapoor. I really like him. And the third one, okay, it's really difficult. Siddhant Chaturvedi.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. Great. So now let's come to your wellness philosophy. How do you manage to look so gorgeous all the time? What is your wellness philosophy?
I think break. It's very important. We need a break, be it your busy, hectic schedule, be it wearing makeup. Like there are times where we are filming and we're filming almost every day. We end up wearing makeup every single day, heat, product, everything. So I think break is very important. When I'm not shooting, I make sure that I'm product free. I am literally doing nothing. That's on my plan. My planner would have do nothing, to do list do nothing, because I think that one day you need in 3 weeks or around 4 to 5 weeks. The one day you need to just laze around and just relax your body, because हम लोग बहुत torture करते हैं अपने आप को, and we don't and few people feel like it's a crime to rest. No, it's not a crime to rest. It's okay. You need that one day off in order to for your skin to breathe, for your brain to function, and just to be. I think that break is very important. Like I always tell my family also that all you need to do is just take one day off and do absolutely nothing. It can be as good as laying in bed.
What's your fitness mantra? What do you do to stay fit?
Oh, I make sure that I dedicate 45 minutes to myself every day. And people think that fitness meaning going to gym, working out, doing heavy lifting. No, that's not the case. It can be as simple as doing yoga or just dancing to your favorite song, or it can be anything like if there is any sport that you enjoy. Like I really enjoy playing basketball, so I go with my brother. You can, like, people can go down and just, there are a lot of kids, they can, I mean, obviously not now because of the COVID situation, but at home all they can do is they can do minimum 22 or 25 surya namaskar in a day. That would just keep you fit.
With your busy schedule, when you're shooting, what do you do to stay fit?
So I have this suitcase where I have TRX bands, all the kind of bands in the world which I can use for workouts. And I make sure that the biggest thing is YouTube. I learn whenever I'm traveling, I just connect my phone, my speakers to my iPad and just play the best music in the world, or the best HIT cardio workout, intense cardio workout session, and just enjoy and dance. And sometimes do Zumba, sometimes do Pilates, sometimes do TRX. It's fun.
Right. And do you love to travel?
I love to travel. In fact, I am leaving to Gulmarg in a couple of days. And Gulmarg, I think it's both. I like to balance it that way. I like to shoot and then take a break, and shoot and then take a break. This is going to be my second time in Gulmarg, because thanks to the nature of my work that I get to travel. And I always make sure that after my shoot, I extend it by a day or so and just explore the city, try the local food. Not just that, but there are so many things to learn. Like right now, when I go, I'm hoping that I get to learn skiing.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
And are you a foodie? Do you love your food, or is it that you're a very careful eater?
I'm a big time foodie. I think the reason why I work out so much is so that I can eat the food. And I don't obviously I avoid the oily and the fried stuff.
Right.
But I make sure that I explore, because if I'm traveling to places and if I don't try the local food, then kya maza hai?
I know, that's true. That's true. And what's your favorite cuisine then?
Asian. I love Asian food.
Okay, That's great. Work. Any particular work that you've done which is the closest to your heart?
Love Sonia. The journey was very special to me, obviously because two things. I got to travel. I got to be in LA for the first time in my life.
Okay.
I never, and when I landed, that belongingness, it was strange. I just cried when I landed, and I was like, "Why are people are, why are you crying?" I said, "I don't believe I'm in LA. Oh my god, I'm home. I'm so sorry." This was me. I had to give up food, obviously, because at the age of 23, I had to play a 17-year-old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then I remember there was a bunch of chocolates that I had in my bag, which I carried every day on set, and I ate only after we packed up in LA.
That is some dedication.
Yeah, and Tabrez sir, my director of the movie, he made sure that he took me out with the entire cast and crew, and he fed me. Otherwise, on set, he always used to check, what am I eating? Oh, nice, good, carry on. Good, great. Boiled chicken, good, carry on. But that journey is very special. I got to travel, not just while filming, but post that as well. The film got critically acclaimed and festivals, and the amount of countries I have traveled because of this film, it's insane. I get to be at the United Nations. I get to meet crazy directors like Hollywood directors. I get to attend the Hollywood Foreign Press Association screenings for Love Sonia, and feature in mag couple of, it was a very interesting journey, and I wish that I get to live that life again.
Wow, we hope so too. We will look forward to that. So now I'm going to ask you some quick bites, simple questions with just a 1 or 2 word answer. What is your
Yeah.
favorite wellness destination?
Wellness destination, Europe, Sweden, yeah.
Sweden, right. Top 3 destinations on your bucket list.
Gulmarg, which I'm
If you're going.
going right now, Kashmir, then London. I love London, and Egypt. I've never been to Egypt. I just want to explore what that uh, feels to be like.
So one thing that you missed most during lockdown.
Travel.
Okay. One lesson you learned during lockdown.
Life is too short. Live it to the fullest.
One thing without which you would never step out of your home.
There are two things actually. One is the sunscreen and the charger. You know how crazy I'm very addicted to my phone. I hate to say that.
Okay, all right. One thing that you would like to munch without feeling guilty.
Like without feeling guilty. Oh, Nutella and the brown bread, they're like my favorite combination. I mean, whenever I'm like, if I feel like munching on something, I would just go in the fridge and just check Nutella and just like, it's very tempting. Can't
Yes.
stop.
Well, what's your current binge watch?
Current binge watch. I'm watching all Telugu movies
Mhm.
right now, and yeah, I'm just watching Mahesh Babu's movies right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice. We just did an interview with him also, and he's like awesome.
just watching Maharishi, and what an inspiring, motivating movie it's about. It's about farmers, and I was really happy that there are films like these being made.
Right. He's so awesome. I mean, so down to earth, super. One of my favorites. So, what is your style quotient in 1 word?
Comfort,
Your favorite spa?
my favorite spa, like the place.
Could be the place, could be the spa, whatever.
So it was in Langkawi when I was traveling, and there was this spa center where it was my first time experience, and the services were amazing. I remember I was so relieved, relaxed, and a little bit sore also the next day. That's when I realized that my body really needed it. So it's in Langkawi.
Okay. What do you prefer, mountains or beaches?
Mountains.
One person you will always look up to.
My father.
Okay. Your fitness mantra.
1 hour a day.
Must haves in your makeup kit.
Lip balm,
Must have in your wardrobe.
white shirt, and blue denims.
Your guilty pleasure.
Food, the rasmalai and the gulab jamun and the rasgullas and the puran puri.
We go slurp now.
Yeah.
Favorite cheat meal? Gulab jamun, rasmalai.
Yeah, everything. I think it's a combination of all the sweets plus Maggie
Oh
uh,
boy,
plus ice cream, Magnum ice cream.
that's a long list of cheat meals. Your favorite way to unwind?
Music,
Something you never take for granted.
my family.
A mantra you live by.
Life is too short. Make it live it to the fullest. That's the one. Yeah.
Okay, lovely. That was really interesting. And Nala, I have to say, it was really lovely meeting you. And yes, you are an Indu cutlet. That is for sure.
Hence proved.
As you can see,
I got my crown.
you got your crown. And as you can see, that's my favorite word as well.
Yeah, I am. Oh God. But I'm glad, a few people don't accept that they are. So,
Exactly. I mean, like life is, like you said, too short, and you just got to enjoy it and not let, outside things concern you or really get.
absolutely.
So,
Yes. It was so lovely meeting you. Please take care of yourself in crazy times like these.
exactly. And I really wish we were doing this interview personally, but doesn't matter. Surely we will meet soon. And bye. Thank you so much, Munal. And all the best for Tufan. We are really sure it's going to create a big Tufan.
I'm so excited for you to watch.
Great. I will watch it first. I can't say first day, first show. I'll say the minute it's out, I
The
will watch.
moment it's released. Perfect. Thank you so much, Parinita.
Thank
Yes.
you. Bye bye.